There are 6 decisions that you're probably making right now that are quietly deciding the ceiling for your life. And many of the people watching this video right now know that they're capable of more. They just don't know where to direct that action. And I'm going to go over today the 6 decisions that I've gone through that if I was able to make these decisions earlier in my life, I would be so much further ahead than I am now. I'm 31 years old. I just turned 31 a couple weeks ago. I've built a multi-$100 million energy drink and supplement business. It's called Bloom Nutrition. You can see it in 50,000 retail doors in the country. And if I knew these decisions earlier in my 20s, I would be even further ahead than I am now. Rock bottom isn't the only reason to change. Rock bottom isn't the only time that you need to pick up and start from zero. There's a weird scenario in human psychology where if someone is a really bad alcoholic, they go to rehab and they become sober and they start over everything and start a clean life. But if someone just has a kind of bad drinking problem, they kind of just keep that the rest of their life and they never really address it. And what will make you a complete killer in entrepreneurship is if you can recognize the need for change or recognize the need for leveling up before hitting a giant issue. And I've told these analogies in several of my videos, on several of my Instagram posts, because I am so incredibly passionate about this, because I've done this a dozen times. I have given up a 7 or 8 out of 10 business to go after a bigger 10 out of 10 business. And for you, that might just be you're making a couple $10,000 every single month, but now you're not going to take the plunge to go after making your own CPG business or your own TikTok shop business, because TikTok shop is going pretty good as an affiliate. But it might be time to take that chance. He was doing a couple $1 million a year, and I could have lived very comfortably off of that for decades, but I knew that I wanted to go after more. And so I gave up that business. I sacrificed that to go after protein powders and then green powders and then the energy drink space. And I know in my prior video I said moonshots only. Moonshot is relative to where you are now. At the time that I was 23 years old, making a pre-workout company that could only hit a ceiling of $10 million, it will get bigger, and you have to go scrap everything you just did, take the wisdom from that journey and apply it to the next one moving forward. Lesson number 2, never let failure turn you into a cautious man. I have launched 250 products in my career. 5 of those products have made probably 85% of all of the revenue that I've accumulated, all of the revenue that we have made, all of the sales that we have made. In terms of the business that I run and in terms of the business juggernaut that I am in the middle of creating. And I say I'm in the middle because I am far from finished. The scariest thing that I will see in an entrepreneur is when somebody takes an L and they turn into a skittish entrepreneur. They turn into a skittish man. We didn't have frivolous amounts of cash to go scale our business with. The only leverage that we had was reputation. And when I say leverage, you will only ever be able to date down. Until I was able to establish a successful business with Bloom and it was really starting to show some momentum, I hate to say this, $150 million a year, was I truly satisfied with the type of network that was coming into my inbox, coming into my iMessage, coming into my network referral. 23-year-olds, they have their hands on the pulse, their fingers on the pulse of what is working in culture and society and e-commerce. In fact, most of the Bloom team for the first 5 years was under 30 years old because they just understood culture and what was relevant right now. If you are an early entrepreneur and you are worried about how profitable your business is or how you are delegating the tasks to free up your time, they scaled the unscalable. And what I mean by that is in the beginning, you can spend all of your extra hours hustling in your DMs. Don't be afraid to do the little things and have a conversation with that one customer. Don't be afraid to call 50 manufacturers around the country and say, do you have a better offering for me? Don't be afraid to just sit in front of your bathroom mirror and film your hair products for 30 videos straight, 7 days a week. I would say here is that you don't need perfect timing. You don't need perfect confidence. You definitely don't need clarity. You need movement. Because guys, most people don't lose their future from making one bad decision. They lose their future from inaction, from taking too long to get back into momentum. And momentum is what makes entrepreneurship. Hopefully one of these lessons applied to something that you're dealing with right now. I'm rooting for you, I truly am. Fuck up these comment sections with some questions. I'd love to get back to some of them. And if there's any other just general entrepreneurship topics and mindsets that you want me to go over in my next lessons video, holler at me. I'm Greg Lavecchia. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Bloom. I'm a 31-year-old entrepreneur, and I'm super, it was fucking worth it. It was worth it, and I want everyone watching this video to be able to enjoy the fruits of their labor as I have.